As Nigeria steps up efforts to combat insecurity in the northwest, I joined troops on the ground of Operation FANSAN YAMMA, a major operational activities by the Nigerian Army. From Sokoto to ILLELA, a boundary town between Niger Republic and Sokoto State, to GUSAU in Zamfara State, and to FASKARI in Katsina State. I witnessed firsthand the stride being made to reclaim peaceful community. I am FUNMILOLA ADEYEMI, and here is the report.
Arriving at Sultan Abubakar III International Airport in Sokoto, the team's first stop was 8th Division Nigerian Army Headquarters, where the commander, Major General Ibikunle Ajose, shared insight on operations progress since January. Under Operation FANSAN YAMMA, troops have neutralized numerous bandit camps, recovered illegal arms, and rescued scores of kidnapped victims, with emphasis on intelligence-driven strikes.
The Operation Chase Lakura was out. Sometime last year, they resurfaced, and the Defense Headquarters sent a Special Operations Brigade to operate in Tangaza, Gudu, Silami, areas of Sokoto State, and Agui and Arewa of Kebbi State. And I must also state categorically that we have been able to destroy all their camps in Sokoto and Kebbi State. They are a highly mobile terrorist group, but we have decimated them, and they keep crisscrossing between Nigeria and Niger. And we have also been partnering with the Nigerian forces to ensure that they do not have any freedom of action. Also is Operation Forest Sanity 3. That is our dry season operations across the 4 states. From the achievement listed, we have been able to make progress from what we did last year. And lastly is the Operation Secure Superhighway from ILLELA to Badagry, to ensure that highway meets its target. We have a battalion deployed, again a joint force that includes all the security agencies, to ensure that the construction companies and their assets are properly protected. These achievements has also come with its downside. Some of our colleagues have paid the supreme price. We have lost some officers, we have lost some soldiers, we have lost equipment, and some are in the hospital recuperating from one form of injury or the other. The operation is not all kinetics. We also have our non-kinetics engagement spearheaded by the various state governments and Operation Safe Corridor Northwest. And we have also started getting positive results. We've had stakeholders engagement with the Fulani community, the Hausa community, and some of the terrorist groups have shown their willingness to drop their arms. And a few weeks ago in Katsina State, we had some groups in Batsari and Jibia that surrendered some arms unconditionally and also released some kidnapped victims. It's work in progress, and we are geared to ensure that we continue to put in our best to ensure that we successfully complete our mission.
From there, the journey continued to ILLELA, a critical border town between Sokoto State and Republic of Niger. Here, the first commanding officer's 248th Reese Battalion, Colonel Abdullahi Umar, spoke on struggles to secure the Lakurawa axis, a notorious route for smugglers and cross-border armed groups.
The bandit, now the criminal, the banditry that is more frequent now, they are trying to manifest into, they are trying to form alliance with the Lakura terrorism. The only difference with bandits is that bandit terrorize the people. If they come to your shop, they will take anything they want, they go, they blow your head off. But the Lakura come, salam alaikum, they will talk to you. How much is this? You say 5 naira, they will give you your 5 naira. They will send you, they will give you incentive. They will tell you this thing. Our people now, once they start saying this one is haram, this one, that little ideology, religious ideology, they are giving it initial welcome. Not until when the Lakura themselves now start rustling their animals. Isn't it? That's where the problem comes. Now the Lakuras are the one rustling animals to sustain their operation. That's when the people started shouting in all those communities. Lakura. But initially, even if we go, they will tell us. They will tell us nothing. It is now that they start shouting. So that's how it is now. But I'll beat my chest to tell you that we have reduced effectively the growing threat of the Lakura terrorist groups. However, all of what I said, issue of security is a whole of society approach. One, the military does the kinetic and not kinetic. The police also. Okay, let me digress. Let me come back a little bit. One of the mandate for the Defense Headquarters Special Operation Brigade by the Chief of Defense Staff was to conduct a decisive operation, both ground, air operation along those affected areas. Because based on the intel that was coming out, if you are not here, you believe that Lakura have taken over the whole of those mentioned area. They have hosted their flag.
The tour progressed to GUSAU, the Zamfara state's capital and command center for Operation FANSAN YAMMA. The theater commander, Major General Oluyinka Shoyele, outlined a two-pronged strategy combining military offensives with community engagements to break cycle of insurgency and underdevelopment.
The mandate here for us, the aspect of the mandate that we are making use of to reach this place is the conduct of offensive operation. We try as much as possible, no matter how difficult the terrain is, we conduct operations in that area. We just finished an operation in one community that they call Bayanruwa. Bayanruwa is also an isolated community, but we try as much as possible. We rake the ground, see where we can follow to reach them. Our main emphasis here is the conduct of offensive operation. We carry the battle to them. We don't wait for them to come and foment, do whatever they want to do and go back freely. We go there to meet them. That is what we have been doing. And that is why it has been working for us in this part of the theater. We don't wait. Once we know that a particular area is being abandoned or being used as a safe haven by these people, we go there, dislodge them, kill those that can be killed, and at least it will give respite to these isolated communities. And just like somebody mentioned, the Northwest Theatre is so vast. It's vast when you compare it to other theatres. It's vast in terms of landmass, and it is vast like that. That is why you have this issue of access roads. It's a very difficult thing when you cannot access community. The terrorists, they have lived in this part of, particularly the forest. They have abandoned there. They've devised many routes to the place that are not known to security agencies. But with the help of the locals, they are trying. When we conduct operation, mostly we make use of the locals. Come, how do we get to so place without attracting much attention? We use them. There is no doubt about that. You cannot conduct a successful operation without getting intelligence and information from those that stay within the area, those that know the routes, those that have seen them, that knows how they operate, where they are. That is what has been working for us in the Northwest.
At 1 Brigade Nigerian Army Headquarters, Brigadier General Timothy Oporum spoke on challenges of managing ungoverned spaces and reinforcing public trust through presence and persistence.
In Zamfara State, we employ both kinetic and non-kinetic means to contain the threat. Our kinetic has been yielding very positive results with the neutralization of key criminal elements and strangulation of their logistic bases. We equally had to look at the non-kinetic, and which is winning the hearts and minds of the people and doing other things that will make the people know that we're not actually the enemy, but we are here to ensure we contain peace. It's in doing that the brigade had to interface with other stakeholders and corporate organizations. In doing that, the brigade had the Mate Allah Breeders Association wrote to have meeting with this headquarters. And during the interaction, we got to understand there are other things that is behind this level of insecurity in the state. And that led for us to convene a stakeholders meeting with Fulani leadership and Mate Allah leaders. The meeting was held on the 4th of May here in GUSAU. It was during our interaction we got to understand there are so many other aspects of this insecurity which, if we tap using the non-kinetic effort, we could achieve more results. That led to defining certain things and the way things are done. From what we gathered from the perspective of the Fulanis, the insecurity in Zamfara State started long ago when a particular influential Fulani man was extrajudicially killed by a group called Yansake. Yansake are homegrown neighborhood security outfit that some villagers felt that they should protect the villages from attacks on any other form of insecurity. So these Yansake were alleged to have extrajudicially killed the man, and then when justice was not done to that issue, that was what led this some Fulani youths to take up arms to go for a reprisal against the suspected killers. And that is how this thing started. However, we all understand that when people that are not supposed to bear arms start carrying arms, other forms of criminality and insecurity will present itself. And that was how, when they felt they couldn't find any other thing to do with the illegally gotten weapons, and they went into kidnapping. However, we equally got to understand that the Fulanis and the Hausas have been coexisting, have been living for years together without issues. So the issue is more of a social issue, apart from the criminal aspect of it. Just like we know we have criminals in every segment of this country, every tribe have the good, the bad, and the ugly, so it is. When this issue continued to deteriorate, the security agencies came in, local vigilantes came in, and the Yansake came in. And the Fulanis felt that because justice was not taken in the initial incident that happened, then they need to start defending themselves. And this went down to the point that they started, they now became a problem to society.
From there, we stopped at Combat Team 7 Maraba Kawari Forward Operational Base, where the Combat Team Commander, Captain Emmanuel Ojono, explained that troops in the Axis remain vigilant, maintaining a stronghold in an area once frequently raided by armed groups.
Took over around February, but between January, February, there were a lot of stoppages of the bandits stopping motorists along this general area. We have had so many disturbance from villages like Doka, Bibis, Damjinga, and Makare. So around February through March, we decided, the brigade commander gave us some headway, some equipment which we used to storm. You can still record there was a time the whole media carried a man called Damba, is that his name? The notorious criminal around Makara, who were the one that brought that kingpin bandit down. So far we also went to Dukwa to have an attack with them with the operation. The operation was successful. We were able to neutralize many of them. Also in Kuchinkango, Damjinga, now we can pass through the road without any disturbance. However, they still do come out sometimes, but they are afraid to cross this road now. Over the 3 months or thereabout now, there has never been any incident of kidnapping of anybody on this road. So we have been able to neutralize, stop them from attacking any motorists on the road, as well as going towards Yamdoto, the Safe as a whole. There was a time they came to Safe, we were able to push them backward as well. So there's no free movement. There's no free movement for them.
Next stop, FASKARI local government area in Katsina State, a region previously under frequent attacks by armed groups. Troops at Forward Operation Base there have recorded a significant reduction in hostile incidents thanks to consistent patrols and strategic intelligence operations.
All this while we have been here operating, and thank God today, with the assistance given to us from Ministry of Defense, Army Headquarters, now we have relative peace within this general area, unlike what you might have been hearing outside. But thank God you are here, and from your movement, from where you are coming from, up to this place now, you discover that the road is somehow free, and there's no incidence of attack along that route, just because of the fact that we have been able to take care of our MSR, that's main supply route. While coming, you discover that there are soldiers stationed along that route. Unlike before, you see bandits hiding somewhere and they fire towards vehicles. All you need to do on getting there, you are not going to see any other person there, even the bandits, other than to call police. They join hands with them and start picking people to hospital. But about 8 months or a year now, we have not recorded such incidents here. And I want to tell you that since last year, during the rainy season like this, for the farmers, the fear is for the fact that farmers won't be able to enter their farm and carry out their farming activities. But we are able to deploy around for them to carry out their farming activities. And throughout last year, within this FASKARI local government, people entered their farm, they did their work, and at the end of the day, no incidents of kidnap from the bandits. And thank God this year, we are prepared once again to still give them that same support to make sure that law-abiding citizens, they enter into their farms and carry out their farm activities as expected. I can remember that during that harvest season, the emir here with some of their leaders, they came into this camp just for them to say thank you to the armed forces. We received them here and we have pictures of such a visit here. That shows that people are really happy for our presence within this their environment. I want to tell you that we have been able to enter inside and into their enclaves. Most of the places you see bandits hiding and terrorizing people, we've been able to enter into those places and we have been able to neutralize so many of them. Their logistics and other things, we have been able to neutralize everything, burnt their logistic institute. However, in a place like this, you discover that you have one problem or the other when you are carrying out such activities. And the main problem here within this area is just the activities of informants. If military vehicles are moving, as soon as their informants start any military vehicle moving and on their own they suspect maybe those people are coming to operate, then you see them calling their members, telling them these people are coming towards this area, these people are going towards that area. So most times you get to those camps, you don't even see some of them, just meet few of them, but those of them that are having weapons and other things must have moved because of the information they've been able to get from their members. Then another problem is the terrain here. You see that at times people will call our men that, no, we have social problem here. But moving from our base to that place to go and solve the problem, you discover that there's no access route. Most of those villages inside, they don't have access route at all. So there are times you just have to alight from your vehicle, then do it in another way around, just to make sure you are able to carry out your task.
Hand to the other side, the other ones. Take this ones. Take natural sound. No, now you're getting.
Residents commended the military presence but warned that informants and local collaborators remain threat to lasting peace.
We have suffered a lot, we FASKARI in particular, and our neighboring villages. We have uncountable villages that have migrated from their villages to our own town. Sometimes in the early morning or let I say by afternoon or after 8, we have been facing a more and dangerous challenges, attacks from those bandits. I can even say before they are coming, you can't reach up to this hill without it being captured or killed by bandits. But on due mercy of Almighty Allah, those our brothers, armies, come to our village, we have a lot of changes we see. And I can put it as my grateful thanks to them in particular and to those who have seen a favor of us for sending the armies into our town. We really appreciate their efforts We are really appreciate their efforts. And we have one complaint on behalf of me and entire FASKARI local government people. The way those armies are working hand to hand, day and night, at least a government, I mean from the federal government in particular, shall look more and more considerable to those people. We are really appreciate the way they are working in our area, in fact.
A gaskiya mun samu sauki fiye da da. Inda ba mu zuwa da muna iya zuwa gurin. An samu sauki sosai. Insha Allah. Muna gaskiya muna inda arabi da noma bara gaskiya an noma shi sosai kuma bana an ƙara faɗaɗa akan na bara. Noma insha Allah. Na bana ma yafi na bara. Bara an samu noma amma na banan yafi na bara. Insha Allah.
Amma kuna dan so kuma su sake yi muku ne?
Wa muna so su ƙara ƙoƙari akan ƙoƙarin da suke. Su ci gaba da ƙoƙari muna jin daɗi sosai. Yawwa.
As Operation FANSAN YAMMA continues, the message is clear. Restoring peace in the Northwest will take more than firepower. It requires community cooperation, sustained commitment, and shared responsibility for nation building.
Maganan informers su ne babban matsalarmu a wannan garin namu. Domin irin ƙoƙarin da su jami'an tsaron ke yi, inda babu informers, within 24 hours sun gama duk abin da za su yi saboda suna aikin su abin da duk ya kamata su yi. Amma duk sadda za su wuce, wasu daga cikin mutane waɗanda ba su son ci gaban zaman lafiyarmu, ba su son ci gaban aikin su jami'an tsaronmu, sukan yi amfani da fikirarsu ko duk yadda suke bi don su sanar cewa ga jami'an tsaro nan sun fita. Sun fito su kaza ne, mota kaza ne, wanda jami'an tsaron za su je wurin sai su iske inda aka reportin cewa ga bandit din sai iske ba kowa. Which is kuma ba zai yiwu ba a ce ba a sanar da su ba, a zo wurin iske babu, sai dai an sanar da su. To kuma shi informer ya sha bamban da bandit. In bandit ne aka ce kala kaza ne da kaje zaka gan shi, amma informer yana cikin ka baka san waye ba. It can show by itself, by face. To wannan rashin sanin su waye din, wanda kuma wannan shine kalubale mu a gare mu mazauna garin FASKARI. Kalubale waya bai sai mun taimaka masu jami'an tsaron wajen taimakon su masan duwaye kowane ne mutum, koya muke da shi, mu fidda mutum alaka, mu rika ganin da tunanin halin da suke sanya yan uwa na kuncin rayuwa. Kin ga an kashe tsoho da mutane suna sallah, an kashe su. Matan aure abin da yasa an daina abin ana lalata da su, ana kashe, ana yanke diyansu, ana kaza nasu, wanda kuma duk da sa hannun Hausa wanda ke taimaka ma waɗannan mutanen banza. So kin ga idan muka ce ai saboda ƴan uwanmu ne bari mu rufe, cutar tana a wurin mu. Wannan kira ne na musamman ga dukkanin wanda ke wannan area, dole ne ya samu damar da zai taimaki al'ummar shi. In ba haka ba kuma tufo dare da rana muna addu'a Allah ya tona mashi asiri kowaye, kuma wallahi ba za mu yi mashi sassauci ba koya yake. Kowa aka kama ba ruwanmu da wani relationship tsakaninmu da shi, wala aiki za mu yi mashi, don mu ma muna yi. Kin ga wannan rauni na bindiga ce, na yi misin nata ne, kuma a saboda yaƙi da su dukkaninmu mun ba da ranmu akan dole sai mun zauna lafiya. Ba ruwanmu da wani sectionalist, so muke al'ummar ta zauna lafiya. Ba za a ce muna zaune ba mun san da ciwo tsakaninmu, a ce wani alaka ya ce za mu ɓoye akan ba za mu faɗi wani wai dan yana tare da ɗan ba ruwanmu da wannan. Mun ba da rayuwarmu domin samun ci gaban al'ummarmu da ƙasarmu baki ɗaya.
Reporting from the northwestern region, I have visited key flashpoints including Sokoto, ILLELA, GUSAU in Zamfara State, and FASKARI local government area of Katsina State, where Operation FANSAN YAMMA Troops are conducting extensive clearance operation, engaging with local communities and strengthening security presence across these areas. The military's multi-pronged strategy, combing intelligence-led strikes with community support initiatives, is gradually dismantling bandit strongholds and restoring stability to these trouble zones. From Katsina, FUNMILOLA ADEYEMI, ADBN News.